Hello everybody, this is Mike from Code Orange Gaming, and I wanted to do something different than our normal montage videos and bring you guys a commentary. This case it's the American Tier 8 destroyer, the Benson, for a couple reasons. Primary reason, I'm done with the Benson, I just researched the Fletcher, I've bought the Fletcher, I'm moving on. And secondly, I, I've played this ship now for a while, and I use a playstyle that not a lot of people use, and I want to share it with you guys and get your guys' opinion. Most people will tell you that if you're going to use a US high tier destroyer, you take the tier 5 concealment perk. And I've actually chosen to not take that perk. I take Demolition Expert and Survivability Expert, two tier 4 skills. It allows me to be a bit more aggressive and set more fires, do more damage, and that's just my playstyle. My playstyle is aggressive, do damage, get in there. Um, Not so much with the concealment. Now, what am I losing by not having the tier 5 concealment skill? I'm losing uh, about 0.6 kilometers worth of concealment. I think right now I'm 6.4, and if I had the concealment module, I'd be at 5.8. I think that in the long run, that zero point 0.6 kilometers of detection doesn't matter to me. I'm confident enough in my abilities in the Benson to, even when I'm spotted first, I feel like I can win an engagement with another destroyer, uh, with most of any other destroyer. Now, what's happening right here is we all went into the B cap, and no one went for the A cap, and that was a little disappointing. But we're here. We gotta make the best of it. So now I'm sort of moving around the edge of this cap. I temporarily saw that Yagumo there. Take a glancing blow from the hipper, and I'm just, we're not capping it, so obviously there's another destroyer in here somewhere. I'm just sort of prowling, looking for it. And any minute now we're gonna find him. And any minute now we're gonna find him. Yep, and there's the torpedoes, and there's the Kagero. And so I start engaging the Kagero. 5 kilometers out, not that hard to hit. And does a nice chunk damage to me. He pops his smoke. I decide to not pop mine. And sure enough, I actually go undetected as it is because those smoke screens from both the Yagumo and the Kagero are blocking line of sight to those battleships. I dump a couple torpedoes into the Kagero smoke screen. Hopefully he's still hanging out in there. And maybe we'll catch him unawares. And so right now, right here I get detected. And this is actually where I start to use my smoke. I use it because I'm so far forward of everything else on my team that now that I'm detected, I'm gonna get shot this time. And I think sure enough the Yagumo lands not a small amount of damage into me. Kind of blind firing my smoke a bit. I pop my speed boost because I realize I can't stay here. I'm way too exposed. I'm gonna get torpedoed. And I just need to get some distance here. But I open up on this Iowa here on the way out, and he's dodging torpedoes unsuccessfully. And oof, the Udaloy hits me pretty hard. Now that's a dangerous destroyer. With the Udaloy, when you're in a U.S. destroyer, if you're facing a Russian destroyer, your best bet is to get close. At close range, they lose all their advantages. It becomes your fight to win. With your rate of fire and your turret traverse, they just can't keep up. Now, I've opened up the range a bit more. More torpedoes coming in through. This cap is basically torpedo soup right now. But we're keeping the fire up on the Iowa, and I mean he's beached. He's got about 4 or 5 ships shooting him. He's not going to last very long. More torpedoes. This is probably Yagumo torpedoes. And I just missed that one. Maybe took some paint with it. I noticed the Kagero's engine was broken, so I know he's going to be slow for a couple seconds. And I try to use that to hit him as much as I can. Take his torpedoes. anything you can do. Now, I'm detected right now, but with the Takeo kind of forward of me, and I'm about to pass by a battleship here, I think. Yeah, I took an eyes now. No one's gonna be really shooting at me until these two destroyers here, they kind of realize I'm alone. And it's actually the Udaloy who does more damage to me, and he's probably who I should have been firing at, but I didn't see him there for a minute. But just with a couple swinging of the rudder, I mean, I'm able to avoid the majority of his fire. But I land 2 fires on him, forcing him to use damage control. And that's the power of the Demolition Expert. I'm able to set more fires, force out damage control more. Especially on ships like cruisers and destroyers, they can't heal that. So those fires, they add up. At least on battleships, it does force out the damage control a little more often than it would. So we're getting so close to capping B that I decide that I need to pop my smoke. We're so close, we're so close, we're so close, and someone stops us. Oh man. So I fire a couple salvos at the Tsugumo, but by the time I get my aim in, he disappears. And I'm backing up and I'm backing up, and that's why I notice that there's a smoke screen angrily shooting HE. Now, judging by the ammo type chosen there, I'm fairly certain Udaloy is sitting in there. Judging by what I see coming in from behind it, the Kuchazov is behind him, also hidden in the smoke, but pretty sure the Udaloy is sitting in there. I'm getting kind of nervous because I don't know what he's going to do. I'm kind of zooming out. I see the Kuchazov start lighting him up. But very shortly here, I get detected, and sure enough, it's the Udaloy at really close range. Immediately unload on him. And at this point, I think I'm dead. I see his torpedoes, and oh no. So I'm just trying to kill him before I die. Take him out, and I just miss those torpedoes. I wasn't trying to dodge them. That was just luck. Pure and simple. So, this North Carolina, he's slowing down, he's reversing almost, so he's not really going to be a threat right now. I'm just trying to light him on fire. And again, I'm up to 6 fires. Now, it's not a whole lot so far, but my experience is playing these higher tier US destroyers, without Demolition Expert, their HE really does lack the punch that the Japanese destroyers have, that the Russian destroyers have. And with the floaty rainbow arcs of US destroyers, AP isn't that useful at long range either, in my opinion. A lot of times you get random bounces off the superstructure and all that stuff. And so I really like having the power to use my HE and to get those extra fires, because I feel like that's where I get the majority of my damage from. That and the pretty good torpedo systems. Saw me send a torpedo spread back at the North Carolina there. I'm now engaging the Kagero. Looks like our Kagero is going to torpedo Hipper, maybe the Nagato. But for sure that Hipper looks like he's done. And I'm just desperately trying to land some rounds on this Kagero. Looks like the Nagato gets clipped, the Hipper goes down. North Carolina is still sitting back there in smoke. Or not in smoke, but he's just backing up. And yeah, there's not much going on right now. I mean, we just secured B. I think that's the first time we've secured B the entire game. 9 minutes in. And so now I kind of, you see me, I go passive. I've taken a look at the team list, I see what's going on, and I realize that we have to keep B. And that me dying right now is not the way we keep B. So as long as that Nagato was spotted, I was going to light him up, but now he's not spotted anymore. I see the North Carolina, I launch more torpedoes at him. Again, probably no chance of hitting him, but if it keeps him out of the cap, then it keeps us in the game longer. And I'm trying to figure out what to do at this point. I'm kind of racked with indecision. I'm the last destroyer on my team. I have 2 battleships up here. I can't really engage them one-on-one. I'll lose that fight. I still have 2 destroyers unaccounted for. So my goal has to be to kill the destroyers. I have to at least get my battleships and my cruisers on equal footing with the rest of the team. And they can't do that with 2 high-tier destroyers running around. I see the North Carolina making a move on our Izumo, and so I launched torpedoes at him. And originally he starts to turn in a little bit and dodging some more torpedoes there, probably from the Kagero. Actually, I really don't know if those were from the Kagero or the Yugumo. I'm betting they were from the Yugumo. And originally I thought the North Carolina was going to turn into those torpedoes, but now he turns away from those torpedoes, and that's just going to be a world of hurt for him. I don't fire on him right now. I don't want the destroyers to see me. I don't want him to be alerted to the fact that I'm here. And I earn Confederate with those 3 torpedoes, take a huge chunk out of his health, and I put the Izumo hopefully in a position to kill him. But now we're losing the B-cap, and I think I'm almost certain it has to be another destroyer. That Kagero and that Yugumo both have multiple kills. They're good players. I need to find them and kill them. So now I start firing on North Carolina, but I'm checking the minimap. Where are these destroyers? And I see one immediately. There it is, the Kagero. It's at 5,000 health. And he just wasn't expecting me to be here. And the rapid rate of fire of the Benson just tore him apart. I think he gets off 1 salvo, set me on fire. I heal it up, no big problem. Finish him, dodge his torpedo salvo, but I immediately start coming under pretty heavy attack from the North Carolina's secondaries. I drop my last smoke, trying to stay hidden from it, and then the North Carolina and the Izumo ram each other to death, leaving me and the Colorado to fight the Yugumo and the Kuchuzov. So we're each down 1 tier from our respective opponents. Now I know where the Yugumo is because he was just shooting me. So I launch some torpedoes straight out of the smoke, widespread. I'm just hoping to throw up a barrier, stop him coming in on me right now, because I'm very vulnerable, I'm very low health. And now it really matters what I do. This is the situation where you can either win the game or you can throw the game. Now, the Colorado, he's all the way out there on the outskirts of ACAP. He's not going to be here in time to help me to fight these 2. If the Kuchuzov comes around from C, I'll die. If the Yugumo catches me napping, I'll die. Really the only thing I can do is try to catch that Yugumo in a position where he doesn't expect me, kill him, and then together the Colorado and I might be able to take the Kuchuzov depending on how good he is. So I assume the Yugumo is not where he is before, and there he goes. He's obviously over there somewhere, maybe in that smoke, maybe behind the island. I don't stay where he expects me to be. He expects me to be in that smoke screen, or possibly even behind it. I'm trying to move to a position where he won't expect me to be attacking from. Now once I'm kind of north of where I think he's going to be, I turn into him. I just know he's there, and I'm kind of itching. Where is he? He's capping. He sees me. And this is that 0.6 kilometers that we're talking about, and there he is. And I stay bow on to him. I don't get all my guns on target for more than a couple seconds. I throw in that rudder back and forth. I get a fire. Oh, maybe, almost. I take him out. I just reduced him from about 7k health to 0 in the time it took him to take me down 600 hit points. That's the strength of these U.S. destroyers in those engagements. You're dominant. You're gonna beat the other person uh, in terms of damage output at that range. And I had a little bit of a blow up in chat. There was another player on our team who was saying that our DDs were playing like idiots. I didn't feel like I was playing like an idiot, and so I retorted. Not my proudest moment, but we still have a Kuchazov to kill. We can't run and hide. We're low on points. There's 4 minutes left in the game. It's got to come down to a kill. Now, the Colorado is close enough that if I can spot the Kuchazov, he can help me. And there he is. I just got a quick glance at him. Oh god, he's coming at me. 7.1 kilometers. I panic, I run away, I dump a widespread torpedo kind of in his direction, and I just open up the range. And what I'm doing here is trying to keep him spotted for the Colorado whilst not engaging myself, because I know that in a fair fight he'll kill me very, very quickly. So I dump some more torpedoes here, but that's when I realize he is running right into my torpedoes as he tries to run away from the Colorado. And that last torpedo in that spread looks like it's pretty much on target. You can see I'm hoping, probing, yes. Boom.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
And that's how it's done. And if we take a look at the post-battle stats we have here, 145,000 damage, almost 146,000 damage, 4 torpedo hits, which is pretty good, 10 fires total. I don't think I would have gotten that many fires if I'd have been using the concealment perk. And I think if we take a peek at the team list, you can see I earned 3,200 base XP. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope maybe you've learned something. If you like this commentary or want to see more commentaries in the future, let us know. We definitely are not done making funny montage videos. We really enjoy making those. But let us know in the comments. Appreciate you watching and have a great day.